The moment we've finally been waiting for has arrived. The Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC 2 information has leaked. We have official screenshots on the internet. Again, these I consider leaks even though they're from an official source because nobody else is posting them anywhere. So I guess this source went up early with all this information, as well as some V-Jump leaks detailing the more technical side of the characters. We'll also get into the new Dragon Ball Legends information that has people furious, which also, this Sparking Zero DLC 2 information has some people furious, and it does not feature the characters you may think it will. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. First off, we have Son Goku Mini as a Super Saiyan. He'll be 5 DP, and he is going to feature a Super Kamehameha in his skill set. It also looks like he will be a costume for the original Mini Goku. So that's pretty interesting. So the DLC characters, if they have like alternate forms, they'll probably just put them in as costumes. So if they do the Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku, he'll probably just be another costume. And then let's get into the official new characters. That's Mini Vegeta DP4, includes a health recovery skill. Mini Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 DP6, geared toward close quarters combat. Mini Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 DP7, focused on raw ki power. And Glorio DP4 seals the opponent's movements and powers himself up. This is of course coming by Vinixis on Twitter, who went ahead and sourced it from Air Dokkan on Twitter. Now, that's all very interesting, and that's the text leak from the V-Jump issue. And then, all of a sudden, Humble Bundle was like, hold my Humble Bundle, and just decided to post the information about the DLC early, along with new screenshots. So, their little thumbnail revealed that we're going to be getting Goku and Glorio, you know, as we already knew. And then, boom, Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta right there, out of nowhere, right? So they actually posted some screenshots, and they look pretty good. Mini Vegeta looks great. Glorio, again, looks great. This is a peek that we've already seen before, basically. Pansy looks good, but now you're all wondering, Pansy? Pansy's in this? Apparently she is. So yeah, there's a screenshot of Pansy on Humble Bundle, which of course would indicate that she's coming to the game. And if you take a look at her, she looks like Pansy. I mean, there's nothing crazy about her, but she didn't do too much in the show, so a lot of people are pretty upset about that. They're like, why are you giving us Pansy? Well, we'll get into why it's so crazy in a moment, because we still have more characters to go over. We have Ku coming to the game in this screenshot. He looks cool, of course, taken straight from the anime. And I believe that's all the new characters, and then I'll just go ahead and pop up the rest of the screenshots here, going over other details, like another look at Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, referencing his attack in the anime, etc., and etc. So, as you can see, tons of new screenshots, but it looks like the character selection that we saw in the original trailer, which was Glorio, Goku, and Vegeta, we're also going to be getting Pansy and Majin Ku. Now, here's the weird thing. Whenever you go to the description, it says new warriors from the Dragon Ball DAIMA anime series joins the battle. It lists 8 playable characters, which again, we know that they decided to have the different forms listed as their own characters. So the 8 characters will be Mini Goku Super Saiyan Vegeta Mini, Super Saiyan Vegeta Mini, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Mini, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini, Glorio, and then the new reveals from this Humble Bundle leak are Pansy and Majin Ku. Again, weirdly enough, there is no Tamagami 3, which, of course, there's no Tamagami 2 either, even though we're getting the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This leads a lot of people to be angry at the fact that there is no Tamagami 2 and Tamagami 3, and they're instead adding Pansy. And Pansy really didn't do much in the show, so it's a little bit disappointing. Now, the rest of the description is basically what we already knew. Goku will be a costume. But we do have some new information about the release date. April 24th. Literally next week. Meaning, of course, this information will probably come out officially very soon. But for the time being, this is your one-stop shop for all things Dragon Ball news and commentary. And I decided, you know what, I better get this out there because this is very valuable information and people deserve to know. So yeah, guys, that is the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC 2 leaks, and it's pretty interesting and pretty disappointing to say the least. I think that having Pansy isn't a deal breaker, but I think having Tamagami 2 and Tamagami 3 as well would have been nice. Majin Ku, he makes sense to have in the game. I expect DLC 3 will probably have Majin Du and Super Saiyan 4 Goku adult and things like that. Maybe adult Vegeta as well. But then again, that would be very packed, so it'll be very interesting to see who they decide to add. Again, this next part is going to be a bit of a rant. Dragon Ball Legends is adding Legends Limited Demon King Piccolo and Sparking Tambourine from the episode Dragon Ball Saga. This is, of course, according to DB Legends on Twitter, the official Dragon Ball Legends account. Now, what I find interesting is I thought this was a pretty hype announcement, and a lot of people in the comments are saying it's their easiest skip this year. They're not very excited about Demon King Piccolo. Again, I needed to include this because it's part of the Dragon Ball news cycle, but I also felt like ranting about this a bit because I love OG Dragon Ball, and it doesn't get enough respect when it comes to things like Sparking Zero, for example. You only had Kid Goku. Meanwhile, Dragon Ball Legends is actually adding a Legends Limited version of Demon King Piccolo. In case you're not aware, that's like a very extreme, prestigious honor to bestow upon a character to give them a Legends Limited edition. And a lot of people in the comments are not excited. They're not going to be going for it, which just makes no sense because Demon King Piccolo is an extremely cool villain, a very legendary OG Dragon Ball character. So guys, please don't be so negative about like the original super villain. I mean, we had villains before Demon King Piccolo, but whenever Demon King Piccolo showed up in the Dragon Ball, it just leveled the series up to a next level. So please try to be a little bit more respectful and more grateful because this is not like some slouch. This is the Demon King Piccolo. Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. Like I said, a little bit of a lighter news week, but what's funny is I took a bit of a break intentionally because the news was getting so thin. There's no Dragon Ball manga, there's no Dragon Ball DAIMA anime, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game release, so there's not those hype leading up to the release. So I decided to put it off a little bit and then make this video once we got some news, and we got some pretty major news. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace off.